Welcome to Leading the Follower with your host, Rebecca Benston. Welcome to Leading the Follower. It's me, Rebecca Benston. I'm here with you on Friday. Just trying to get a few words in this morning to send you off into your weekend, hopefully with a little bit of inspiration and insight into whatever it is that you might encounter over the next few days. First of all, though, I want to remind you to stop by the Higher Ground Books and Media shop and see what we have over there. We have some really good stories and lots of things that you can get inspiration from. Lots of interesting fiction and nonfiction, and some really great children's books. So you can pick up a few summer reads, and you can also become a site member and share your praise reports and your prayer requests with us. We would love the opportunity to pray for you as you go through whatever you need to go through each day. We are always looking for good interaction in the community there, and we're happy to welcome you. All you have to do is sign up, and we will let you in. It's that simple. So there's no tricks, no hidden fees or anything like that. We just would like to invite you in. That's it. So with that said, I will just jump right into what I had planned to say today, which I've had several stops and starts today on this, because I want to talk about so many things. I've had a crazy week, filled with all sorts of obstacles and things that really have knocked me a little off balance, and to be honest, I'm still processing a lot of things and trying to figure out the best way to deal with some of it. But strangely, I don't necessarily feel unsettled. I feel like it's just time for action, and that's a good place to be, I guess. So what I'm going to talk about is what to do when life has you in a kind of a state of overwhelm, and how we need to just recognize that some people don't handle that very well, and that may manifest in specific attitudes and behaviors toward us that are not necessarily warranted, but are possibly unavoidable. And this is how I get through it. Like I said, I had a week where we had to go to the vet. We had to deal with a few things. My car is acting up again. It's telling me I can't use my air conditioning in this heat wave that we're in, so that's a problem. And I just recently had that same issue fixed, so I don't know what's happened to it, but it's doing it again. And I don't like to be stranded without a way to get to where I need to get to, so that's a problem always. Been having this issue with a tooth that broke that I can't get fixed for another few weeks, and just trying to get through the pain of that, the physical pain. And then yesterday we had a power outage in the middle of the day, and of course we are in the middle of a heat wave here in Ohio, and it was really, really warm outside. It's a terrible day for that to happen. And we have two bunnies and a bearded dragon, and we were, of course, worried about the bunnies and getting them into a more comfortable environment. And then, this was in the middle of my work day, so that created an issue too, because I needed to be able to get back into my computer and everything. But we had no power, no internet, and since our phones are through the same place as our internet, those weren't working either, and it just was a crazy day, and everything was kind of turned upside down. So wasn't having a lot of fun yesterday. And there were some other things that went on this week too that kind of caught me off guard and made me feel a little less than wonderful. And I won't go into the details for that right now. I'll just say that I fully believe that the reason for that had little to do with my ability to do things, and a lot to do with someone else's ability to do things. I'll just say it that way. And I do believe that when some people get overwhelmed and they find themselves in a role that they can't play, their first instinct is to kind of lash out in whatever way that they are capable of lashing out, and to just try to make other people feel as bad as they feel. And I don't even know that a lot of people realize they do this. I think it's just an automatic negative response that comes from feeling insecure and scared. And it's unfortunate because we're not always going to be at that place of overwhelm, and we're not always going to be in that situation that has us stressed to the point where we can't react as we would on a day when we're feeling secure. So the problem is you can do a lot of damage in those periods of time when you're not quite yourself, when you're going through something. And if you leave a mark on another person emotionally, or God help us, physically, spiritually, however, it's hard to go back and erase that mark once it's been made. And so we really need to be careful not to lash out at other people when we're feeling insignificant or unequipped or unable to fulfill a requirement that we have, or when we're lacking in resources, or we're dealing with this and we're dealing with that, because then people are reluctant to get to know the person we are when everything is okay. And usually, when everything is going fine and when there's no conflict, the majority of us are okay people. We're really just trying to do our best to get through each day, and we are, we're just living. We're here to do what we do, and if we can get all the pieces to fit together each day, that's great. But boy, on those days when they don't, it really does matter how we treat everyone around us. And we have to really be aware of the impact we can have on others when we're feeling insecure. And we need to know that the conversations we have with them are motivated by the right things, and that we're not trying to overcompensate for something by maybe undervaluing somebody or demeaning someone or making them feel less than so that we can feel better than. So I think I've run into that so many times, and it's not always obvious that that's what's going on, but there have been instances where it was very blatant and it was very easy to see that the person was struggling and that this was just a very negative way for them to have reacted to whatever it was they were going through. So if we're able, then we need to give grace, because sometimes people are struggling so much that they forget to be who they really are, and they hide behind some things that aren't so pretty. And you want to give people a chance to get through it. You don't want to be a punching bag, but you want to be able to give them a chance to get through what they're going through, and allow for a little bit of leeway there. And just know, none of us are perfect. None of us have the perfect response to every challenge that we face. But keep in mind how you feel when someone uses the challenges they're going through as a jumping off point to try and beat you down. Be aware of that so that you don't do that to someone else. That's kind of what I wanted to say. Without really getting into all the details, I think that where I'm at right now, I just feel like I need to give a whole lot of grace to a few people in my life. and I'm hoping that God will give me grace as I move through whatever the next phase is for me, so that I can do more good than harm, and that the way I deal with things is a reflection of how He would want me to deal with it. He being God. And that's all I can do is really hope that what God has shown me over the years will come through in my words and my actions, and that I will not let my ego take over, but that I will truly act out of respect for what God has shown me, because that's what I want to do always. But as you go into your weekend, I hope that you will make time for yourself and do the things you need to do to recharge and take care of yourself. I actually have a long weekend. I took another Monday off. I had some time from work, and I'm going to be spending that trying to get myself back in the right mindset to go back next week, and hopefully have a really good week. So I will be back with you on Monday. That's the plan. If you don't hear from me Monday, you'll likely hear from me Tuesday. So it's I'll do my best. But have a great week and a great weekend, and enjoy your day. God bless. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to check out our website and blog. The blog is at www.leading-the-follower.com. Thanks, and God bless.